Top stories: FNB defends its ad campaign and Israelis voting in a general election. Good morning, I'm Vibhakshini Chetty. First National Bank says it was never its intention to criticize the government with its latest advertisement. FNB was reacting after the ANC condemned the ad as a blatant attack on the government and the ruling party. The ad features a young child reading out her hopes for the country in what the bank presents as its You Can Help campaign. FNB Chief Marketing Officer Bernice Samuels.
FNB has a very long history of leading from the front in terms of nation building. If you look at what we've done in the past over the period of the World Cup 2010, when there was a lot of concern in the country about why it is that we bid, can we do it, we went out with a very strong message saying, we've won this, it's the greatest event in the world, we're going to be hosting the nations of the world, and we can do this. And there was no need to doubt what we were capable of.
Staying with that story, the ANC's Keith Khoza says they were mostly offended by the videos the bank posted online as part of the same ad campaign.
We don't expect that from corporate South Africa. It's a statement that must be left to political parties to make. And for them to use kids in a scripted presentation to say the things that were said. What she's talking about is even milder than what they took off. Because what offended us the most are the ones that they took off.
About 70 people have been arrested for looting shops owned by foreign nationals at Mpumalanga in the Northern Free State. Two underage boys who were also arrested for allegedly attempting to burn a local shop have been released into their parents' custody. The suspects are expected to appear in the local magistrates' court on charges of public violence soon. Yesterday, Mpumalanga residents went on the rampage, barricading roads with stones and burning tires. They were protesting over the bucket toilet system. At Sasolburg, also in the Northern Free State, over 180 people have been arrested during violent protests against a planned merger with the Ngwate municipality based in Parys. The opposition to Urban Tolling Alliance OUTA has been informed that its application seeking leave to appeal the e-toll judgment against it last month will be heard in the North Gauteng High Court on Friday this week. The ruling on the 13th of last month paved the way for e-tolling in Gauteng to go ahead. OUTA says its decision to apply for leave to appeal was taken after serious consideration of the judgment, which it believes was seriously flawed. OUTA says it's actively pursuing the raising of funds to successfully conclude the matter. Last year's labour unrest at the country's mines is back in the spotlight. The Association of Mine Workers and Construction Union AMCU is to apply for an urgent interdict today to grant miners access to Harmony Gold's Kusasaletu mine hostels at Carltonville, west of Johannesburg. The Marikana Commission also continues today in Rustenburg. On the international front, Israelis are voting in a general election today, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expected to return to office with a reduced majority. Opinion polls, which had previously given Netanyahu's governing coalition a clear lead, suggest that in recent days it's been losing ground to Bayit Yehudi, which means Jewish home, a more right-wing grouping. The BBC's Kevin Connolly reports.
In Israeli parliamentary elections, the leader of the largest bloc or party gets the first invitation to form a government, and Benjamin Netanyahu more or less guaranteed that he would get that phone call from the president by merging his Likud party with another right-wing grouping, Yisrael Beiteinu. The combined list has proved to be rather less than the sum of its parts and seems to be on course to win fewer seats than the two parties had together in the last parliament, although still enough for victory.